Okay, so now I think it's time to respawn now that enough time has passed to this clown NPC. And I actually already made a video about you, but it coincidentally got flagged as soon as I made it. I wonder who did that. But you see, my problem with you, Yuval the Terrible, not only did you name yourself after a Russian tormentor, but it seems as though you have a passion for attacking black content creators. And we get enough shade as it is, and I'm not gonna let that fly. You know, it does seem like this is your character. Okay, you go after me, okay, but now you're going after all my brothers on this platform? Seems a little racist. And at first I was gonna show up with a unibrow, but I see that you cut it and shaved it ever since you deleted the original video I made. So I'm not gonna be petty to the Yeti. But usually people that look like you have extraordinary personalities to make up for. Anyway.
Don't you know this is a deal?
In order for it to be a moon, it has to be orbiting the Earth. But this fake moon is basically just following the Earth. It's orbiting the sun, but it just happens to be really close to the Earth.
So it seems as though you didn't even thoroughly read the article that you were trying to use as evidence to clap at me. So let's read it together. It's primarily influenced just by the sun's gravity, but this pattern shows up because it's also, but not quite, on an Earth-like orbit, which means it's somewhat on an Earth-like orbit.
It's only 20 meters across and a good old 9 million miles away from Earth.
You know, it's really interesting to talk to an NPC because they are still regurgitating the same rhetoric that they were conditioned to believe in elementary school. And so when you challenge them on something that goes outside of what they were taught, they experience cognitive dissonance. All they know how to do is talk about things that NASA says. I don't want to be the one to tell you, but NASA has been gaslighting you for a very long time. Now, they say they use fake images from a fake universe to see if algorithms can work correctly. However, with the technology that we have in 2023, it seems as though we still can't get a real photo of the Earth. You know, a photo that's both a photograph in noun and verb form, which means capturing photons in time. Unlike an image, which is a visual representation of something like a photograph. Everything that you've ever seen from space is an image, not a real photo. Also, if the moon was 236,000 miles away, you would not be able to get a straight line on our ocean like this. This is because of close proximity. Yes, of course this photo was taken at an exhibit. He's not wearing a helmet. That's kind of like a duh. But here's another photo from that exhibit. And another one. Looks pretty familiar. But yet, somebody like you would believe that we actually made it to the moon in something like this and we can't afford to go back. Also, you can pull up a lot of CIA declassified documents, even documents on NASA's website that tells you we are on a flat, non-rotating Earth. And all you gotta do is look up, bruh. You can see a moon surrounded by clouds, which is impossible if it's 236,000 miles away. And side note, you probably won't get this, but critical minds will. Disney was best friends with Wernher von Braun. Here's the Disney logo. Yes, that represents a firmament, which is why he put Psalms 19:1 on his tombstone. For thinking minds, not NPCs, so you probably won't get this. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. I bet that went right over your head. Well, not really, because your head is, never mind.
I'm getting the impression that you just Googled second moon and screenshotted every single article that came up without actually reading.
And that opinion definitely didn't resonate because if you've been following 5D Mystery School for at least the past 3 years, you know that sometimes I read too many articles. Now, you seem like you try to think, so let me ask you a question.
Engine arm is S. Okay, I'm going to get the pro. 99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector good. Excellent.
Now, NASA said that they were not able to go back once they left. Who was recording? Who did they leave on the moon? The CGI Sparks is comical.
This next generation spacecraft will enable America to explore beyond low Earth orbit.
We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go.
The kinds of technologies that we're testing out on space station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit.
Early in the next decade, a set of crewed flights will test and prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
Now, you've all, listen, if we can't go past lower Earth orbit, then how is the moon 236,000 miles away? You seem like somebody that would look at that video and swear it was real. The last thing I'm going to say is if you can respond with a real photo, not an image, a real photo of the Earth, you got it. And while you're at it, give me a real photo of a satellite, a comet, or an asteroid. If you can't produce any of those photos, please don't respond. And next time you think about going after a black content creator, don't, and shut the fuck up. Why would you even go after the bully slayer? He does good work and he doesn't mess with anybody. Matter of fact, none of us go after y'all.
Yeah, I know that. He ain't bothering you, so don't with him.
So, oh shit, wrong photo. Find you somebody else to play with. Have a great day, motherfucker.
5D Mystery School.